We're going to try and find a general relationship between a parabola with the focus of 0, c and a directric of y equals negative c, and then use that to find where the focus and directrix are for a different parabola. So let's have a look at how we go. Now it can be handy to draw these things first. So we know we've got a parabola with some sort of a focus here, and that point is at 0 and c. We also know that somewhere along here underneath we have a straight line with the equation y equals negative c. And we're looking for our distance, remember, where this distance, let's call this line P, from P to F, is the same as this distance, let's call this line L, from L to P. So ultimately we're setting up our distance formula where we say FP will equal LP. Now, FP, we're going to be using, again, the distance formula, and we know that's the difference between our x coordinates, so our x for our collection of points, our loci, minus our x at the focus squared, plus the corresponding y points as well. And in this case, we know the coordinates of the focus are 0 and c. So therefore, this point's 0, so I can say it's from xp minus 0 squared plus yp minus c, because we're told that squared, or the square root of xp squared minus yp take c squared. That should be a plus. And that's my distance, fp. Now my distance LP is vertical, so it's just the difference between my point and my line. So it's going to be y minus y of the line, which will be y minus negative c, which will be y plus c. And we're going to set these two equations as equal to each other. So let's put our algebra hats on and resolve this. Now we need to square both sides to get rid of this square root. So we know x squared plus y minus c squared equals y plus c all squared. And then let's expand. And now we're going to clean up a little bit. We've got our y squared and our y squared over here, and we've got our c squareds there and there, which means we can simplify this to x squared minus 2cy equals 2cy, or 4cy equals x squared, or y equals x squared over 4c. And this is the general rule we're going to use for this circumstance. Now, therefore, if we consider this and we're looking for where the focus and directrix of my parabola 3x squared is, then we need to consider what our value for c would be to calculate these. So now 3x squared equals x squared on 4c in this specific case. And therefore 3 equals 1 on 4c. So therefore c equals 1/12. With that being the case, therefore our focus is at 0 and 1/12, is at 0 and 1/12, and our directrix is at y equals -1/12. And that point and that line will create the parabola with the equation y equals 3x squared. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe or like. Thanks.